everybody. Good afternoon to you. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, Chantal just finished up a live. It went on for about, I'd say, 2.5 hours. I was watching part of it. I was doing different things around here. Let's see, just some brief highlights of what happened. So, she was there at the apartment. She wasn't out and driving. Salah was there. He played a few versions of Crazy Frog. She was talking to the chat about different things that have happened, talking about the Amberlynn Reed drama, what's going on with that. And something disturbing and interesting happened during her live chat. So, two people that normally give her a lot of money, they both showed up at the same time in chat. Light by Ron and Anime Sucks. So for those of you that you watch my reacts, you know that Light by Ron and Anime Sucks, they are generally big tippers. Usually Light by Ron, he buys a lot of memberships for Chantal's chat. He always gifts the memberships, and Anime Sucks gives the big money tips. Although I did notice something with this new live chat. In the previous live that she did, where she was eating a lot of food and she went to the restaurant, Anime Sucks was giving her a lot of money. I heard the total was $600, but during this live chat, he wasn't given so much, not even by half. So I guess his motivation is food, Chantal. If you're not stuffing your face, then he's not going to give the big bucks. She also talked a little bit about that too, about the Feedy conspiracy. Chantal, there's no conspiracy. We know you do the Feedy content. You know you do the Feedy content, and you encourage people to pay you for Feedy content on YouTube and also off of YouTube, whether it's privately, say, getting paid by PayPal, via Instagram, or doing stuff on Cameo, or maybe doing something somewhere else. Like, I suspect you've got different accounts in different places, some of which we don't know about, and you're conducting business that way. But you are doing the Feedy content for money. But the interesting and disturbing thing that happened, y'all, was those two people who normally give her a lot of money, it seemed like they were doing kind of a bidding war, like a super chat war, like who can give the most money, or like prompting each other to give the most money. I saw that Light by Ron was kind of poking at Anime Sucks to give more money. It was crazy. Where are these big chatters when she's doing healthy content? I don't see any big super chats when it comes to her improving her health. It always revolves around when she eats food. I don't see Anime Sucks giving her $100 super chat when she's eating a salad or when she's working out. It's always when she's stuffing her face full of food. So there's no conspiracy, Chantal. It's very obvious what's going on. It's very obvious who you're really catering to, who you're trying to attract to your channel. That's not a conspiracy. That's just people on the other side of the monitor figuring things out. But we're going to get into the live chat as well as the stuff on Twitter. So how about we just dive right into the Twitter peeps? Let's go. All right, so for those of you that are on Twitter, you guys are going to see what's going on Twitter. And for those of you that are not on the Bird app, because I know there are some of you that are not on the Bird app, this is a way to kind of keep up with all the goings on Twitter without actually being there. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. One moment. All right, so for those of you that are on Twitter and you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. Let's start here with a tweet from Milky Chai saying, I can't believe I just watched a bidding war for the last scraps of Chantal's life force. Yeah, isn't that crazy? These people that Chantal thinks of as friends and admirers, and they care about me so much. They're not really prompting her to get healthy. They are prompting her to be unhealthy. They only give the big money when she's engaging in unhealthy self-harm behavior on YouTube. I've never seen a $100 super chat when she's eating a salad. But yeah, that actually happened. Narky says, Massive Miriam at it again. Looks like Salah won the argument and she's staying home and making dinner. I bet the Temu car fast food trips are over until February paycheck hits. Her side view is absolutely enormous. I don't think he's going to keep the car from her that long. I mean, if she's the one making the car payments and she's the one paying for the gas in the car, how can he keep it away from her? I mean, she's got the most power here. If she's the one making the money and he's not working, how can he deny her anything? Chantal's an out of control person, but she always maintains control of the money. She wants to be the one to make the money so that nobody can tell her no for whatever it is she wants. The moment that somebody gets in her face and gives her lip, she's going to say, well, I'm the one working. I'm the one making the money. How can you tell me no if it's my money? At that point, the argument is over because she's won. So he can't stop her from getting in the Temu mobile. She'll be back in it eventually, I'm sure. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, keep trying to hide the spare tires wrapped around your neck. We see this performative costume stuff was made to hide behind the king-size bed tarps, but always catch you slipping. Let's look at some of these pictures. Oh, and this is a picture of Life by Jen, who don't know who this is. Life by Jen was also a mukbanger on YouTube. She is unfortunately no longer with us. She passed away a while ago. But that's Life by Jen on the bottom. There's Chantal. And Chantal is, the more weight she gains, the more she tries to hide herself. She's got the hijab pulled down to her eyebrows, just trying to hide her face. I don't think you can pull it down any further, Chantal. You pull it down any further, you'll be hiding your entire face. Fondue Pondu at Foodie Beauty at Yaba. If this simp pulls up in support group, he's going to get cooked on site. You know, I support that. Life with Ron, a.k.a. Sofa King. Yeah, I remember you, Sofa King. I remember you quite well, sir. You and your two little friends, Plain Cheeseburger and Ashley Lamborghini. I remember them too. Yeah, all three of you got blocked off my chat because you would come in acting like jerks. You would go to all the reaction channels where you were not wanted nor invited, acting like jerks. Longtime supporter of Chantal you've been. And here you are supporting her. But you know what makes me happy, y'all? The fact that she's a 100K channel. And out of 100K people on her channel, out of all the people that come to see Chantal, there's not many people that are giving her super chats. It's mainly just two people. It's all up to two people. If those two people disappear or go on vacation or something, she's screwed as far as super chats because she's not making much money beyond those two people. Those two people are keeping her afloat as far as the super chats. But let's see what he says. He says, okay, gotta run. Have a great day. Smash the like and support you, girl. Yaba, enjoy the show. Oh, I'm sure that Yaba will enjoy the show when she does a react to it. And she'll get more views than Chantal and probably make more money. I'm sure she will. Ghost Crab says, sock beads are going on the naughty list. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, I see. Sock beads are encouraging Salah to play Crazy Frog. Why would you do that? That's just evil. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, showing off for anime in chat. Quote, how do I get all this in my mouth? I see you, Sharmuta. Yeah, Anime Sucks was in chat. Clearly she was showing off for him. And she was making, double meaning comments. How do I get all this in my mouth? Showing off. He was in chat, so of course she's going to show off with the food and cater to him exclusively. Because of all the people in chat, he's the one giving the most money. Like if everybody else in the chat could have took off, she wouldn't have mind as long as he stuck around and gave the big super chats. Nellie says, you're not in denial that you have a problem. You've known for years. You choose to ignore your problem and eat however you want, regardless of your self-inflicted health issues. Let's watch the clip.
Yeah, it sucks. My life sucks, but I would never want to be you in dealing with food addiction and anorexia in my 20s. The mental torture. Yeah, no, I wouldn't wish this on anyone either. It's horrible. Sometimes I'm still in denial about having a problem.
She's not in denial. She has awareness about it. She is fully aware that she has a problem with food. She knew she had a problem with food even before she hit YouTube. It's just that when she got onto YouTube and she kind of had a light bulb moment, I have this problem with food. How can I turn this into a channel and get attention and make money and have a whole bunch of admirers? She just put it all together into the Foodie Beauty channel. And the worst thing, in my opinion, that ever happened to Chantal was her getting monetized. Because it's a sliding doors moment. If we could go all the way back to the beginnings of her channel, if she had not gotten monetized, how would she be today? I bet she'd be a lot healthier. I bet that she would not weigh as much because she wouldn't have been able to fund her addiction through YouTube, through the Beezers. She'd probably have a lot less health problems. The monetization and her dedication to keeping her addictions going is what's created so many problems for herself.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, so moving on. These are screenshots from the live. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, 2 cakes, Indomie, slabs of butter, multiple cheeses, and juice boxes. Enjoy your feet while you have them. So this is when she went to her kitchen. So we have an entire sponge cake or pound cake, like all the soda. She swears that some of that soda is for Salah. Good God in heaven. That is not a small container of cheese. That looks like a cake. And so many juice boxes. Why are there so many juice boxes? You got juice on top. You got all those juice boxes on the bottom. Why? Does he drink them or does she? It's a lot of sweet going on in that fridge. A lot of it. Fondue Pondu says, Foodie Beauty, and this is what she does in Kuwait. Eats cake, ice cream, and sits in front of the fridge all day. Road to 600 and leg stumps keep coming. Yeah. So she's already eaten half the cake. That's all gone. All right. Oh my, what? What? Girlfriend, what are you doing? Why are you not putting cake on a plate and eating like a human? Why are you straight up eating it out of the pan? You know what? Why am I shocked? I'm not shocked because of who was in the chat. Anime sucks. He probably loved this moment. She was doing this for him. She was. Had to have been. Had to have been giving it up to him. Okay, something heartwarming from Punch Cat. Regular person's heart, my heart. Aww. You know, that's pretty accurate. I would say that Booger is wrapped around my heart. And sometimes she treats it like a cat toy, but I love her. This is from Yog, like father, like son. Aw. Papa is like, look what I made, partially. Look a little copy paste me. Dad loves the puppers. Saying, look what I did. Isn't it cute? I think it's cute. And Papa's real happy with what he made. He's like, that's my boy. I did that. I made that. Kelly says she's been wearing the same clothes for days. Can you imagine the cigarette smell coming off of her? Yeah, she's been wearing the same outfit for a while now. What happened to all your clothes, Chantal? You have a washer and a dryer in your place. Why are you not washing your clothes and wearing a different outfit? Like, why are we wearing the same clothes over and over? That's just nasty. Okay, this is kind of scary. Nature is amazing. They can do that. Turtles are very chill, but I didn't know a turtle can do this. Yeah, don't mess with turtles. Don't do it. How about something to make you smile from Mario Nafal? For those who just need a smile today, you got a baby lamb giving you a smile. You know, just because. Aw, how cute. So precious. I will get him out of the snow, though. I'm sure it's cold out there. Put him in the barn or something where he can get warm up. Poor little thing. Shenanigan says, imagine having a fetish that will inevitably lead to someone else's demise to fulfill some sort of sixth sense of power for yourself, just to immediately move on to your next victim. Yeah, there are different levels of the Feedy fetish. Some are not extreme. It could be light, it could be medium, or it could be extreme. But the extreme Feedies, it's all about power and dominance. And that's what makes the extreme Feedyism so disturbing. Some Feedies, they want the people that are being fed to become completely immobile so that they have complete power over them. It's a dominance move. They like the idea of somebody depending completely on them for absolutely everything. I remember once watching an episode of My 600-Pound Life, and there was a couple on there. I forget the name of the couple. The wife, she was extremely, extremely, extremely overweight, and she wanted to lose the weight. Her husband was not so happy about that. And the reason was revealed that he liked her to be extremely, extremely, extremely overweight because he felt that if she got smaller, that she would leave him. So because he was insecure, he wanted her to be extremely big and extremely unhealthy, which that's not a healthy marriage. But I am against the Feedy fetish just because it involves self-harm, long-lasting self-harm that affects the person that's doing it. It affects their health. It can lead to them losing their life. But these feedies that are paying people like Chantal to satisfy their fetish, they're not valuing the person that is being fed. They're just getting the rocks off. And they don't care the pain the other person goes through. All they care about is getting their fetish fulfilled. So it's pretty sick. Okay, moving on. Your mom's emotional support carrot says, translation, Salah and I are fighting and I am in a mood. So she posted this community post saying, hi guys, so I am so sorry, but we will need to reschedule the live to tomorrow because Salah and I got invited somewhere and we will be busy, but I will make it up to you guys. Have a good evening. He ain't going nowhere with you. You guys had a fight the night before. You guys probably fought as soon as you got back and probably kept fighting until morning. And listen, Chantal, I've been in relationships, okay? When you have those big blowout fights, it takes a day or two to kind of, calm down, let things settle. And that's for people that actually care about one another. But Salah does not care about you. It's just business. He's not going anywhere with you. You were out the night before alone when he could have been with you. He doesn't want to be seen with you. Even the live you just got through doing, he didn't want to show his face. We heard his voice. He was playing Crazy Frog, but he does not want to be seen with you if he can help it. He's just like, letting you be by yourself. All right, something cool from Nature is Amazing. I actually thought someone had left an ice sculpture by the side of the road and then an ear moved, so rare and beautiful. So this looks like it's an albino deer. I feel sorry for the poor thing. It's absolutely stunning, but I feel sorry for it because I'm sure in the summertime that's a nightmare. I would hope that an albino deer could be moved somewhere protective where it wouldn't be hurt by animals or hunters. But what a rare thing indeed. Kelly says, I just saw this. Salah was already mad at her, so the fight wasn't just over ice cream. He's getting sick of her. This is from the live the other day. Let's watch the clip.
I want another combo. You want to get ice cream? Let me see. You guys see what that is? Let's see. I want another combo. I'm still hungry.
So she just had a combo there, but then she sees the Baskin Robbins ice cream and she makes a point to zoom in on the ice cream. She wants the ice cream. You see, like she has no self-control. So she was there, she had a combo, she had a meal, she should be fine. She's not starving. That should satisfy the hunger pains. But she also sees something else that she wants. She wants that ice cream. And what happened? She went to the park. She was still thinking about the ice cream after seeing it. And when she saw the opportunity to get an ice cream, she jumped on it and she got all excited. She just can't tell herself no.
I'm trying to be positive, but it's hard. Not for you guys. What do you think? Do you like being judged by people who chain smoke?
Ooh. Shade. She was throwing shade at him because he smokes. Do you like being judged by people who chain smoke? Basically, she's saying, look, sir, you there watching me and judging me. I have my vices and you have your vices too. So while you have your vices, you have no business judging mine, especially since mine pays the bills. Can you say the same about yours? No, thank you. Sit down.
I don't like it. Who don't like you eating fast food but chain smoke? Okay. Gotta love the hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy you are. Florida Sultan says, I'm still laughing at her asking if people know how much it takes to pay off a $30K car. Ma'am, you really think we don't know how much it costs to pay for the average car? $30K is a basic small SUV crossover in many of our countries. You're not driving a Bentley. No, she's not. And I read something on Twitter. Didn't she say before that she paid for the car in cash? So why is she making payments? She just can't keep her story straight. And let's see. Narky says, hi, guys. I'm so sorry. My burden of a Wasta husband disrespected me on live stream, so now I have to reassert control in the relationship by refusing to make content. Because as you all know, this is not a business arrangement and I am the boss. How dare he tell me no? Who does he think he is? Who wears the fupa pants in this relationship anyway? Cuteness overload. Never point at a cat. Yeah, cats are big on manners. You never point at a cat. They'll take that as a challenge. I can I can back that up. Like cats do not like rudeness. You don't point your finger at people and you don't point a finger at a cat. They'll look at you and go, it's on sight. You point a finger and it's on sight. Look, Kitty's like, are you really challenging me, bro? Like, I'll pull up on you. You pointed the finger. You issued the challenge. I'm up for the challenge right now. Never point at a cat unless you want to fight. Okay. I think we're all done with the Twitter catch up. That didn't take too long. That's okay. And we're going to zip through the boring parts. And let me just go ahead and check really quick to see if the chat portion has shown up. It does take a while. I don't know why. YouTube's kind of slow like that.
Just go and like clout chase
There it is. Yay.
Max. Like,
I'm glad it showed up because of all the stuff that happened in chat. But go ahead, Chantal. We're starting in about 14 minutes in. Like, we're just going to get past the boring hi, hello stuff. You're not missing anything, I assure you.
recommended stream. And for some reason, I started hearing this stream and it was from somebody. It was a video of Amber Lynn's former friend Lex or whatever. And I was just like, I was in disbelief that this person.
Before we get deep into the Chantal stuff, I have a question for those of you on my channel. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I am not an Amberlyn Reed fan. I'm not a fan of Chantal either, but just something about her, just it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Maybe it's the way she talks or just her being stupid. But, things are a bit more interesting on the Amberlyn Reed side of the fence. Would you guys be interested if I covered some of that? I don't know how many of you watch Amber, if you're interested in Amber, but from everything I've seen, it looks like Amber is subtly trying to creep around Chantal and take the crown back because things are more interesting with her right now than Chantal. Really, they are. Like Chantal's not really doing much of anything except eating and getting super chats from Feedies. So if you guys like to see me do some of the Amber stuff, I will. But imagine being Foodie Beauty and you could talk about anything you want. You can let your viewers and your subscribers know interesting things that have to do with you. And because you're so lacking in content and activity, you have to talk about what's going on somebody else's channel. Do you know what happens when you do that, Chantal? When you become so boring that people just stop watching? Like these people that you're talking about, like Amber, people are going to hear about it and go, it sounds interesting over there. I think I'll go watch her instead because things are kind of in a lull over here. You're kind of promoting Amber. I'm sure she appreciates that, but you're not helping yourself out by kicking it up a notch and keeping it interesting somehow.
Like Amber Lynn, like me too. Like I learned this the hard way. You gotta watch who you be friends with, man. I can't believe this person was ever friends, that ever called herself Amber Lynn's friend. Like just I hate people who this is the worst type of person for me that shows all your DMs after they don't like you anymore. They go out to ruin your reputation even more. Her video was insinuating that she didn't care about Rarity, blah blah blah, or that they just go and clout chase Max. Oh, I can't. I was
the hypocrisy of it all. The hypocrisy of it all. Not this clout chasing fool who's always looking for clout, who makes it her business to go on TikTok looking for viral trends or things that are hot and trying to hop on whatever train might be passing by. Not her. trying to find some way to make herself go viral, criticizing somebody else for clout chasing. Not this one, who wanted to go on Locale Live and be a paid guest, get a job there. Not her. I mean, I don't know much about Alexis. I know more about the Chantal lore than the Amberlynn Reed lore. I don't really keep up with the Amberlynn stuff on the side of the fence. I hear bits and pieces because of Twitter, but I don't watch Amber's content just because she drives me nuts. But like Chantal, you'll do anything for money. Anything. You're actively selling scraps of your health out to the Feedy people, to the highest bidder. Whoever wants a scrap can have a scrap. They just got to pay for it. You are pimping yourself out, and Salah is happy for you to pimp yourself out, as long as he gets his paycheck. Like, you are below the floorboards as far as standards. Can you really criticize other people?
It's like, it put me in such, I'm like, I gotta change this. So I just like stopped what I was doing and like, I would rather listen to someone breathing for like a half an hour straight than listen to that girl. No thanks. I don't know. Yeah, I know, eggs on legs. You know? I'm shallow? How am I shallow?
Do you want me to count the ways for you? How are you not shallow? Here's a better question. What about you would you consider to be substance? What is your substance? How are you not shallow? That is the better question. How are you not shallow? The person's asking the question. So what is your answer? How are you not shallow? You are a shallow person. You're very superficial. You're very much on the surface. Tell me, what not shallow person would fly thousands of miles and spend thousands of dollars for a fake husband, all for the sake of the cameras? A person who's not shallow would never do that, would never think of doing that. They take that $9,000 and put it somewhere else. Something that matters, something that makes a difference. Not you. You are very narcissistic. You're very shallow. You like everything to be nice and bright and shiny for the optics. You came up with this plan of this fantasy, this illusion of being in a happy marriage in another country. And you've been trying to sell us that picture ever since. And nobody's buying it. Not even you.
She was never a friend. Yeah. Exactly. Even if you don't like Amberlynn, you know? That's true, unknown, you know? I get that because I've done that. Like, I've become friends with, I get a lot of messages, not as many as Amber probably, but I get a lot from people who want to be friends. You know, hey, I'm here if you ever need a friend, blah, blah, blah. And you got to be really careful about that. Like, I've actually made like a couple of really good friends that way that I still talk to. But
she doesn't have friends. And I'm not saying that to be hateful. Someone like Chantal, she doesn't understand friendship. And she doesn't understand that friendship is a thing where people are around you because they like you. But if you have a friend, a real friend, yeah, they'll be a ride and die with you. They'll roll with you, but they'll also tell you the truth. They'll be straight up honest with you. When you're acting the fool, they'll call it out. And if you care about the friendship, you'll recognize the fact that they're telling you the truth and value their opinion. She doesn't want friends the same way she doesn't really want real love, because in both, you're held accountable for your actions, for your words, for who you are. She doesn't want to be held accountable. She wants the power to do what she wants, and nobody opposed anything. Everybody stayed quiet. She doesn't have friends. She has associates, people that hang on, people that talk to her because there's some benefit to it.
Even that I've learned, I do trust some of them, but not like now with like new people. I just really watch what I say or do, or you have to be careful. I get it because you can get lonely, like, and you have all these people reaching out to you. You think they care. She's the one who leaked the crumble cookie video. Yeah, she's a total POS.
Speaking of friends, if Chantal wanted friends, she's been in Kuwait for over 2 years now. She could have made some friends in Kuwait. I'm sure there's lots of people there. She could have just approached people, talked to people, hung out with people, been nice, not talked about her YouTube channel or bragged about it. Meet people as Chantal, not Foodie Beauty, and had some friends offline that she could have talked to and nobody would have known about, but she still could have had friends. But again, it's not about wanting friendship. It's about wanting to say, I'm Foodie Beauty and I'm a big deal.
And I don't care if you're watching, you're a POS. So it is, Laura. For sure. I didn't see your TikTok thing is, I have to check. You know what? I haven't checked my request inbox yet. I keep forgetting, SB. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Maybe Instagram is better. Some of us really mean that when we send those messages. Did you send me a message, Krista? I know some of you really do mean it. That's the thing. Some do and some don't. That's the problem. Yeah.
Here's the thing, y'all. Those of you that are reaching out to Chantal, that you mean well, maybe you want to be, say, emotionally supportive, understand that that's not what she wants. But I'll tell you what, I'll tell you who she is responding to. Those of you that are sending those emotional, I want to be friends, I'm here for you messages, you probably won't get a reply. But the people that are sending her the money, they'll get a reply instantly. If anime sucks or Light by Run send her a message, you best believe they're going to get a reply real quick because that's connected to money. If you're not giving Chantal money, especially a lot of it, she'll probably ignore you.
Yeah, keeper of the homestead for sure. We had a really nice night together, yes. Honestly, we got to do that way more often. Oh, you weren't sure who leaked it? Okay. Yeah, true, Krista.
As a matter of fact, I think Anime Sucks and Light by Run probably have her personal number and send her personal messages. Thinking back to that super chat that I showed y'all, you guys remember the one where Anime Sucks sent the message saying they forgot my item, from the dinner that she ordered, and Anime Sucks was asking her to get a full refund. How else could he have paid for the meal before the live stream? Especially considering the fact that super chat money doesn't show up until next month. They probably got a direct line to her.
We don't talk anymore. Actually, I saw a short video. It's on private, and I was thanking you for a cardigan you sent me. It made me sad kind of watching all those. You're not on TikTok? Hey, Ash. Or IG. POS. Piece of. You can fill in the rest, whatever you want. Piece of cake. Made some homemade hummus. I do have some chickpeas, but I don't think I have any tahini. But I know how to make it. I've made it before. I like my hummus very, like, more chunky. I don't like it, like, really, like, you know how you buy it? It's, like, really smooth. I don't know why. I know, pineapple. I was talking about that at the beginning of my stream. I'm so, like, heartbroken for them and their families. That's so crazy. Yeah, Lily. It's so sad. Yes, it is good, John. Have you ever had dill pickle hummus? When I was in Canada last time, I had lunch with my aunt, and she likes to make like all these salads and things. But she bought some dill pickle hummus.
Chantal, I'm a reactor. You are the person that I cover. Here are just my thoughts about your live streams anymore. Every time you go live, I just keep getting the vibe from you that you've hit a wall as far as your creativity. You've hit a wall with you don't know what to talk about. You just stick to the same subjects, food. Uh, you talk about other people's drama. You might talk about the reactors, but the pool of topics that you pick from is very, very small. That's why it's boring. It's like there's a sense of I don't know what to talk about. I get on live, and even though I stay on live for more than an hour, and an hour's worth of conversation should be quite easy. I do tarot lives, and my tarot lives average like 2 or 3 hours, depending on what's going on. And I have no problem talking to people. Like I could just keep the conversation going. It's a lot of fun. I'm having fun. I do my tarot lives for fun. But you struggle a lot. You've been on YouTube for a lot longer than I have. And you've done so much in the way of content, but it's like every time you go live, you just don't know what to say. And the conversation just drags, and there's not much to it. It's a sense of like, I don't know what to talk about. So I'm going to look to my chat for little pieces to keep the conversation going. Like, why is it like that? You just food, 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 food. I don't know what to talk about. Let's bring up food again. Is there nothing else you can discuss for an hour?
Hummus, and it is like the best thing I ever had. It's like honestly, it's so good. Have you ever seen someone as vitamin D?
I mean, all this food talk, is it for the Feedy people and the potential Feedy people that might be lurking in your audience? And you got to put out this impression of, look, guys, I'm always thinking about food. I'm always talking about food. Hang out and be a VIB. Contact me on Cameo. Contact me here. Contact me there. Like you just got to keep pushing that agenda of, I'm into food. I'm really, really into food. I'm really talking about food. It's food all the time. This is a food 24/7 network. You're overkilling it. You know, you really are.
Deficient as Jordy. Nope. Hi, Fernanda. Hey, Bear. Hey, you guys.
And I'm watching the chat right now, and I've seen a couple of comments. One person was talking about this person, Susie Homemaker, saying, have you ever seen someone as vitamin D deficient as Jordy? I want to see him next to Pete's to see who is the most pale. And that's the second comment that I've seen about a reaction channel. I also saw a previous comment about Charlie Gold. So some of you Beezers, you guys are going into other people's chats and lurking. My question is why? If you guys love Chantal so much, is it because you're looking for opposing points of view? Is it because you are watching and lurking so you can report back to Chantal and kind of snitch about what you've heard and what you've seen? And for the person who's Susie Homemaker, that you're picking on Jordy. Jordy's chats are wildly entertaining. Oh, he's so funny. It's a good time with Jordy. It is. You're not going to bring up the fact that Jordy's entertaining. Oh, no. You're going to pick on the way he looks. There's nothing wrong with the way he looks. Shut up, Susie.
Olive tapenade. Oh, it's so good. Hey, Denise. Chocolate hummus? No, really?
Maybe Chantal talks about food all the time because that's an easy subject. She brings up food because she's fixated on food, and food is a safe, easy topic. Like, oh, I love food. What food do you guys like? And it prompts people to talk in the chat. like, oh, I like this and I like this and I like this and bringing this up, and then she could just continue to talk about food, and it runs up the meter for another 20, 30 minutes.
Really? I can't think of sweet hummus as being good. Everything but the bagel hummus? Oh, yum, Mina. All right, what kind of sandwich should I make? Tomato? I'm just about to have dinner.
That sandwich is not dinner. That's just a pre-dinner snack.
I agree, tell you. All of Amber Lynn's reactors are just, well, at least the ones I've seen. I haven't seen them all, but the ones I've seen are just like worse. They're worse than her in every way. Like I can't.
You kind of told on yourself when you just said something. You told on yourself. You said all the reactors to Amberlyn Reed I've seen, but you did not say, well, I just watched through Yo Mama. According to Chantal, she keeps up with everything through Yo Mama. No, she doesn't. She just got outed for being on Twitter under a couple of sock accounts. So she is lurking, but she just told on herself saying all the reactors I've seen. You spend all night scrolling on your phone looking for stuff about you and Amber. Thank you for telling on yourself yet again.
You should try some Turkish food. Yeah, I should, eh? Tomato sandwiches are the best. Musabaha? Oh. That's what it means, chunky hummus? Okay.
Okay, she's bored me with the food talk. Can we go forward a little bit? Thank you.
But somebody made like an account of her apparently and like posted like her schnoods and really like private pics of her, and like people are like normalizing that. They're, it's just like people think that's like a one up on the person that you're doing that to. No, that just, if you're distributing people's nudes, like you, number one, are doing something illegal. Number two, it's extremely immoral. Like, how is that okay? Like, anyway.
Keep promoting Amber more by talking about her. You're talking about all the drama going on with Amber, how things are a little bit spicy over on her channel, and people on your channel may say, there's something going on over there and there's not much going on over here. I think I'll jump over there real quick.
It's so weird. Amberlyn said she doesn't want you anymore. I don't even care. Even if Amberlyn didn't like me, came out and said I hate Foodie Beauty, I would still stand by what I said. It's not going to change my opinion just because someone doesn't like me or not. You know what I mean? You guys can't hear me? Okay. Yeah. It's not okay. For dinner and dessert, probably a sandwich. We don't talk anymore. I have that in my head.
Okay, moving on. Oh, I'm glad she's feeding Julia, finally. Thank you for feeding your cat, Chantal. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, because the weekends here are Friday, Saturdays. Sunday's a weekday. Hide the kibble around the apartment. That's a good idea. Hey, screenshot this. Where's Crazy Frog? He's around. When I had a cat, that's what I did. I only gave them a certain amount a day.
Okay, we're stopping again. Can I just point something out to you, Chantal? There's so many channels on YouTube, all different kinds of stuff, all different kinds of subjects. Anything you'd want to watch is there. And if somebody wanders on YouTube for the first time and they're looking for, say, a certain topic, a certain channel, and let's just say you get put in the recommended for whatever reason, usually the way it goes, if a person doesn't know you, they want to get a sense of who you are and your content, they'll turn on one of your lives or your video. And if it's boring, if they're watching like say 5 or 10 minutes and it's boring for the entire 10 minutes, they'll click off and go somewhere else. You don't do your part to keep your content interesting, to keep somebody watching. You bore everybody to death. Like, you wonder why the reaction channels, their channels are always growing, their numbers keep going up. And by the way, you were wrong about something. You said something the other day and I did not address it. You said the thumbs up don't matter. They actually do, y'all, because that counts as engagement. Even if somebody gives you a thumbs down, that counts as engagement. And on YouTube, active engagement matters, whether it's in the live chat or it's a comment that you leave or a thumbs up or a thumbs down. People are engaging with your channel. YouTube likes that. And I can't believe that she said that the thumbs up don't matter on her channel when she's been on YouTube for a long time and she knows that counts as engagement.
I should do that, yeah. I mean, I do, but I give her too much, obviously. It does. It goes bad fast. That's why, like, I try to give her, like, I try to split the cans up, but even a small can will last a while. That's why I don't get, like, huge cases.
How much are you feeding Julia? A small can of cat food? And you're going to split it up for a while? It doesn't sound like you're giving her very much. Why not? It's very important for a cat that a good portion of their diet is, wet. Moisture is very important. You can't just feed them a lot of dry kibble. That might lead to problems with the bladder. They need a lot of. In the outside world, cats are predators. They'd be hunting and they would get their moisture from the prey that they hunt. And so if they're domesticated and they're inside, they need a lot of water. They need like a lot of protein in the diet, the correct protein. The majority of their diet should be moist. Kibble, yeah, you can put that in, but you got to make sure to have that balance of the moist as well.
Ooh, Lily's, mix it. Put a little bit of mozza and cheddar. Or if you're looking to buy a cheese, I would say mozzarella. Friday prayer in the mosque. I'm like self-conscious to go pray in a mosque because I can't do sujud right, like properly. Like it takes me a while to get up and down. And right now my knee is really hurting. So
She's been in Kuwait for over 2 years and never once has she gone by herself to a mosque and prayed. Never once. She doesn't even pray at home.
Really just sit now for prayer. I know there's areas you can sit though, but.
And I know she doesn't pray because, cleanliness is very important. You got to do your wudu, you got to cleanse yourself. And she's been wearing the same outfit for days.
I do want to make it a goal. I do want to go, I want to. And I want to visit the Grand Mosque. I haven't gone yet. Please use a chair. That's what I do, SB. Hey, Shalini. I feel bad for it, because sujud is like, if you do it, you feel more connected to God for real. Hey, Dawn. I don't know, my knee. I'm just overweight. That's what's probably wrong with it. All right. What do we have here? A toaster. I should get one, I know. Oh, there's dishes in here for storage purposes. At least my fridge is super clean and stacked. That's one thing I like to have is a clean fridge. So
Again, this is kind of Feedy content as well. She wants to show the Feedies, look what's in my fridge. Look at all the soda. Look at all the juice. Look at all the juice boxes. Hey, check out that cake. Check out that cheese. A different kind of food content.
Some juice. Is this Diet 7-Up?
I still want to know what's going on with all those juice boxes. I mean, normally juice boxes are for kids. And she's got a bottle of juice right there. What's going on with the juice boxes? Is that what Salah's drinking? Why are there so many?
Yeah, 0 sugar. That goes here. That actually, there's no room. These are Salah's sodas. These are my Mountain Dew Zero milk juices. Eggs. Look at this cheese. It's very salty. Here's my leftover stew.
Again, this is giving me, I don't know what to do on my live stream. I need stuff to talk about so I can stretch this out for about 2 hours. So I'm just going to do random things in my apartment to use as content, whether it's picking stuff up and holding it up for the camera, or hey, let's see what's in the fridge. Hey, let's see what's in the oven. It's giving me, I don't know what to do on live stream vibes. Like there is no reason why this needs to happen.
Some meatballs, potatoes, and like a tomato sauce.
No one cares.
With rice. It was really good. Very labna. Little cheese square.
What did I say? We're doing refrigerator show and tell. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at this for a minute. How about over here? Show and tell with the fridge.
We have Laban, which is like a yogurt drink. I know I have to wash my floor. It's getting pretty dirty.
See, y'all saw right there. Got an entire washer and dryer right there in her apartment. That means she can wash her clothes, all of her clothes. So why is she wearing the same outfit for the last few days? Make it make sense.
Are those Pepsis? Oh, there's always bugs, flies that get in, always. But whatever. They're my friends. Sharp cheddar. Tomato, we'll wash that.
We love the critters that get in your apartment. They're working for Girl World. They are Girl World adjacent. Jeff, the housefly, and his friends, the fruit flies, man, they're Girl World adjacent, y'all. They're working for us. And ever so slightly, they tell on Chantal. So we support Jeff.
Okay. This is a knife. There's a little brown piece here I want to eat. So Salah pulled over. He was like, you know what? Good idea. Because we saw the ocean. And then we just made the first call we made was like, because we wanted something overlooking the sea. So, all right, with my, yeah, imagine it was a jar of mayo.
Okay, she's just talking, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And notice, like we're sitting at 43 minutes, 7 seconds. Notice that there's no big super chats yet. Like she did a bit of talking. She just went to the kitchen to make a sandwich. Now she's eating. But the big super chats are not flowing in yet.
Oh, yeah, no good, Charlie. Diane was. When I first got here, we used to always, for like the first year, go do things, but.
Sorry for the eating, guys.
We're going to start up again. I need my glasses.
You know what? I'm zipping past this part. Hurry up and eat, Chantal. Dang it.
It's a quirk. Amber says she is never on Instagram.
You know, the vibes that I'm getting right now off of this, is that she was talking, she wasn't getting super chats. So she's like, I guess I need to go to the kitchen and make some food. The Feedy people that might be lurking in my chat or watching me, they're waiting for the food. So I guess I better bring some food on camera and start eating. Maybe that might jazz them up to start tipping me.
Around. But Rosie commented on Tommy's post. But I saw a clip and Rosie said she doesn't even know who Tommy is. What? And I have a tick with my nose. I always go like this. It's Maggie. Which one is it? Enjoy your nuggets, bees. FB. Your jaw clicks too? I went to a doctor and they said I would need a big surgery for it. And if it doesn't hurt, to just leave it. Tomato cheese drawers. Kuwait, I had a toasted tomato and cheese on KFM bread. Hey, Jenny. And I like to eat chips this way for some reason. I like to go.
Yeah, because the Feedies like it.
Hot. Come on. Give me a break. It's winter. Hi, Angela. Your only meal per day, a slice of bread. Aw. I wish I could give you food. Ah, YouTube lover, I was just thinking about that. About the Lyft driver. She's 600 pounds?
Yeah, so for those who haven't heard, I'm sure you have. So there's like a story like away from Girl World of a Lyft driver who denied giving a ride to a passenger. She happened to be a rapper. She was about 600 pounds. And it wasn't an XL sized vehicle. It was just a regular car. The Lyft driver denied her the ride because she was just too big. And so she is filing a lawsuit over that. I'm actually on the side of the driver. Just because of the fact that when you do, say, Uber or Lyft, you're using your own personal vehicle. It's not like a regular taxi company where it's cars that are, given to you by the company to use. No, it's your own personal vehicle. So if something happens to the vehicle, the shocks go out or whatnot, you're responsible for that. I don't know where she wanted to go. I don't know how far the destination was, but the driver refused the ride. And so she basically was suing Lyft for that. And again, it was the driver's own personal vehicle. So maybe he was concerned about what giving her a ride would do to his personal car.
I think she's a very gorgeous woman, but I think, number one, Lyft drivers have a right to refuse.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I don't know how she could physically possibly fit in the car.
Yeah, I saw the vehicle in question. I think she would have been comfortable in, say, an XL-sized vehicle, such as a van or something. She'd been very comfortable at something like that, but a regular-sized vehicle just would not be enough for her. Like, I don't think she would have been comfortable at all. I don't think she would have been able to get in. So it would not have been a very pleasant or comfortable ride for her.
It was a small car.
Yeah.
She should have got an XL.
Yeah, if she wanted a lift, the driver in question cannot see her. He's just a driver accepting a fare. But she herself, she knows that she's of a much bigger size. Why not request an XL-sized ride? Like, you know how big you are. So, you know, because of your size, you need a bigger vehicle to accommodate you. Why not request Uber XL or Lyft XL or something to that effect? Specifically ask and pay for an XL sized vehicle.
What do you think about it? Yeah. No, I mean, in 600-pound life, they have to like halt. They have to open up the back of a van and sit in there usually. Yeah. And I actually changed my perspective.
So Kit Kat says if she didn't order the right size, then the refusal is fair. These are personal vehicles. Correct. If it were, say, a taxi or a vehicle that was owned by the company and the drivers were using those vehicles versus the personal vehicles, then the driver might have said, yeah, let's go ahead and try it. Let's see if this works, because then it's on the company to fix the vehicle. But if you are signing up for Uber or Lyft, you're using your own personal car. So any damage that happens, it's up for you to pay out of pocket. And again, I don't know where this young woman was going, how far her destination was, what the fare might have been. But if she's not going very far and then the suspension goes out, that's a very expensive problem. And it's up for the person who is the Lyft driver to pay for it. So if he gets a $50 fare and then it's a $300 problem, it doesn't work out and it's not worth it. You know, the driver in question has to think about, if I take this person for a ride, is it going to damage my vehicle, which I'm going to be responsible for? And if my vehicle is damaged, how will that affect how I make money after that ride is over?
On the two plane seats thing. No offense if I'm not, look, I'm a huge person. But it's true. How is there is a normal or average body size, okay? And if you go beyond that a lot, like plane seats are small, but they do give you enough. Like I can still fit in one. I can, like if I have to do it. But I was watching this Jay Bay lady. She's like a body positivity lady. And I saw her on the plane sitting and she was taking up literally two seats. And like I was like, no, she can't expect people to just like give her a seat free just because she's fat. Like, so I totally
Chantal, I remember long ago when you were back in the Canadian villa and you were talking about taking airplane rides, especially when you were going to Cuba. You talked about how you didn't care that you were a bigger woman and you didn't care if you were sitting next to somebody who was smaller and you were spilling over into their seat and basically spilling over into their space. You are being very arrogant about it. Very arrogant. You didn't care if you inconvenienced the person next to you or if they were going to go through any kind of discomfort in their flight because of you. You're like, oh, they'll just deal with it. They'll just deal with it. You took it upon yourself to get to the size that you are. So since you want to be that size, then you've got to be willing to go the extra mile to make sure that you are comfortable and safe and that people around you are comfortable and safe. That includes other passengers on planes or trains or somewhere else.
totally. It's like it's not, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. That's I changed my view on that. I think definitely like if you have special like needs, um because your body's like very very different, then I think for sure they can't accommodate everybody. They can't do it. Right? So I have changed my view on that. I feel entitled saying, well, I should have another seat for free.
You tried that though. How many plane rides have you taken and you try to sneak getting an extra seat for free just because you didn't want to pay for one? As a matter of fact, I remember an incident that happened. This happened a while ago, y'all, where Chantal got on a plane and the plane taking off was delayed because of her, just because she didn't buy the extra seat. Like, she's that much of a jerk because she, knowing that she's a woman of a bigger size, ahead of time, she did not buy 2 seats for herself. She wanted to be cheap and just buy 1 seat and just cross her fingers and see, can I just fit into 1 seat? Can I wedge myself into 1 seat and hope that nobody sits next to me? Or if they do, that they'll just move because of me? Like, you have no consideration for other people. None.
You know? Yeah. So if I can, I'll just get 2 seats, you know?
You have to get 2 seats. You're at a point now where if you take a plane ride anywhere, you need 2 seats. That's just facts. You need 2 seats. You can't keep just getting 1 seat and wedging yourself in it or thinking you can wedge yourself in it, Chantal, every time you go back and forth to Kuwait. If you go to Canada for a little bit, you gain weight there. If you go to Canada if you go to Kuwait, you gain weight there. Like, you're only getting bigger. 1 seat is not enough.
I know. I would like the extra seat for free. Of course, who wouldn't? But I get it. I get it because it's, you know, I don't know. I mean, I am like, it is my fault. I'm this size. Like, I have issues with food, but regardless of all that, I'm still responsible for my healing, right? And this lady was like much larger than me. So at some point you have to realize, you know, you have to take responsibility for yourself. And the airline can't accommodate every single person. Like, that's above average. You know what I mean? Beauty heal. They can make, I agree, the seats are very small, even for somebody that's small. Nobody nobody likes economy seats, but you know, there's limited space in a plane. Exactly, every single person, normal size or not. There was a woman who was tiny and she was in the middle seat and she fit, there was a lot of room, but she was between two big burly guys. And it's like, she was claustrophobic from that and she has to move and there was no extra seat. Um, like, this was when the plane was completely full. And then,
Poor thing. I could see how that would stress her out if you're claustrophobic.
you know, so um and that usually happens, like a lot of the time it happens on the flight from Doha to Montreal or Montreal to Doha, because I don't know, it's just always a full flight. If you need an extender, you should pay for an extra seat. Maybe. I think if you're infringing on someone's seat and you need 2 seats. Me, um, my I'm more built like an apple, right? So
No, no, you're not. You're built like an orange. Again, I'm not being hateful. You like to say that you're apple shaped. We passed that a while ago. We're a full orange now.
I'm this way, not this way, like pear shaped. So my hips are not like super wide that way. That's why I'm bigger when I turn to the side. So for me, like, it's a tighter fit, but I can sit in there. And usually, you know, people are not rude and don't say anything anyways, but I've always sat usually beside somebody smaller for longer hauls at least. Yeah. It's not healthy, exactly, to be morbidly obese. Exactly. Yeah, apple shape isn't it when you're bigger in the middle?
Oh, here we go. It's starting. Here we are. Super chat number 1 from Anime Sucks. And again, she's just sitting there talking. She just had a sandwich, but she's not eating right now. Anime Sucks just showed up, and look at the size of the super chat, $35. What about the $100? Anime Sucks. Come on, you're slacking. Where's the $100 super chats for Chantal? Oh wait, that's when she's eating. When she's fulfilling your fetish. I forgot. My bad.
I don't know. Who cares? Let's bees. What will you eat for dinner? I just had dinner. Anime sucks. People. Oh, anime sucks. Thank you.
She's so happy. She's so happy to see Anime Sucks. Woohoo! My Feedy is here. The one that gives me the big money. The one of the two that exist on my channel, because everybody else gives me the smaller super chats. My big money whale guy is here. I am so thrilled. Look how she brightened up as soon as she saw his name.
You. People are just rude to those they think.
Oh, and here we go. Here we go. Y'all see this? Look down here. He says, I'm hungry. Let's eat. Y'all see it? I got my pointer over it. I'm hungry. Let's eat. So what was it you were saying, Chantal? About Anime Sucks not having any motivation to make you eat? It was not food related at all? You're talking about your struggles, about being on an airplane, and I'm a bigger girl, blah, blah, blah. But his second comment is, I'm hungry, let's eat. So clearly he's got his motivation. I'm going to give her a little bit of money just to let her know that I'm here. But he's prompting you to eat. Again, where are all these big super chats when you're not eating? Where are all the big super chats when you're trying to get healthy? They don't come in, do they? Nope. Because it's not what he's there for.
They can steamroll over. Have a good day. Nobody is steamrolling over me, imagine. Thank you. Thank you. I can't like the thing. Thank you so much for the super chat. Anime Sucks. You too have a good day. I'm picturing a steamroller. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. That's true. Humanity sucks, man. A lot of the time. But it's also good, but I don't know. I made pickled red onions, but I don't know if they came out right. Yum, I love pickled red onions. Oh, yeah.
Fufu Egg says, no $100? Not yet, Fufu Egg, because she's not eating on camera. She's got to eat to get the money.
Yeah, Lily, I was thinking of going to that stationery store. Still out playing video games? Yep. I think so. Dang, can I get $20? Anime Sucks. Should I have the cake and ice cream or should I have a Lulu?
Oh, there it is. She just had a sandwich. She just had chips. Anime Sucks enters the room, throws $35 at her, says, let's eat. And he's in the room. She knows what he's there for. Now she's talking about ice cream and cake.
Oh no. Ew. Spread the love. Kitty adventure. No. Yeah, they shouldn't say that, BBJ. The person who made fun of him and said he has childbearing hips is built like a boiled egg, so they have no room to talk. They don't have any hips and they're a woman. So, maybe check yourself before you wreck yourself. I have mayonnaise on my hijab. Hold on, I gotta change it. It's inside out. Being pudgy isn't a crime. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna pay for two regardless from now on. Like this is just like I don't care how like honestly just the peace of mind. Do you listen to Lana Del Rey? And number
Hold on a minute. Here we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. The two big money guys. Here is Life with Ron poking at Anime Sucks to give more money. Why don't you give more money, Life with Ron? Instead of buying all the memberships for people in the chat, why don't you give more money? You're spending money, but you're telling somebody else to spend money. Why don't you spend all of yours? I mean, like for real.
also the tray table doesn't come down all the way on some in some instances. Like if it's a halfway tray table, I can use it. But if it's the ones that just it depends what kind of flight. So like which airplane. So usually I like to use the tray in the middle. Otherwise, I just like if it's a handheld food, then I'll just eat like that. But if it's like a full service, I don't eat because but I don't
And again, we're amping up the talk about food because both of our feedies are in the chat, and it's exactly what they want to hear.
mind that because I don't like to eat a lot on travel days. It just bogs you down, you know. I had a dream about ghosts. It was so creepy. I had a dream that I was like, my mom's basement was haunted. And
Making up all these fake dreams. Shut up. Shut up.
and oh, they're creepy. And America bees. We're going to America. My life sucks, but I would never want to be you in dealing with food addiction and anorexia in my 20s. The mental torture. Yeah. No, I wouldn't wish this on anyone either. It's horrible. Sometimes I'm still in denial about having a problem.
You know, Chantal, if it's so horrible, why don't you fix it? You don't want to fix it. I mean, I don't disagree with you that addiction is horrible. It is. But why haven't you fixed what's wrong with you? Why haven't you really tried? You don't want to. It's making you too much money.
Yeah, it sucks. Ramadan's coming up soon. Well, the end of February. I think February 28th is supposed to. It depends on the moon. Wait. Wow. Did someone send another super chat? Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. What else was?
And that's why she loves YouTube. Because she can come on YouTube, turn on her camera, not do interesting content, just show her face, and people throw money at her. It's an easy way for her to make money. No effort involved whatsoever.
What was I gonna say? What are you doing, hefty woman? What do I have for dessert? Okay. Pound cake with ice cream and strawberries or a Lulu? Vote now. How come my chat is not updating? Matilda cake. Oh, wow. Sorry. A Lulu is a chocolate ice cream. Hi, Apple 8. Julia, she's thick. Oh, no, Kai. Oh, my gosh. I missed a lot. Hey, Taba. Ready, set, bees in my earphone. Oh, it made you scream. Cake and strawberries will also get. A Lulu is a chocolate ice cream stick with vanilla ice cream and
all of you people that are beezers in her chat, she's saying, vote now. Should I have an ice cream or should I have cake? What you should be saying is neither. You're a diabetic. You don't need either one of those things because they raise your blood sugar. So you guys are prompting her to eat the stuff that she shouldn't be having. And you call us haters over here?
chocolate in the middle. cake.
Hypocrites.
Look, she's back to eating. You fat loaf of bread. Chubby. Cake. All right. Bowl.
And she literally just ate. And again, she's going to the kitchen and she's getting some desserts. Look, the super chats are flowing in again. Life with Ron again. She has to eat something for them to send her the money.
Life with Ron cake emoji. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, hello. We're going full hog. Good Lord. Couldn't even grab a plate. Again, this is for the Feedies. They're both in the room. Look at me making a pig of myself. I'm not even going to put it on a plate and eat it with a fork. I'm just going to use my hand, just shovel it in. Oh, they love that. Good God. Chantal, you're nasty.
I have a few strawberries on.
And remember, Beezers, you voted for this. She said, ice cream or cake? You guys voted for this. This is the kind of content you want.
Thanks, Ron. Why do I look like the Scream right now? All right. I watched them earlier. Strawberries.
More super chats because she's eating.
The Beezer Club. Lisa P. Loyalty visa for 20 months. Ready, set, rebees, Lisa. Thank you.
And there's Life with Ron with another super chat saying, sorry, those are for the Feedy conspiracy nuts. How can it be a conspiracy when there's proof positive just in this one live stream that this is what she does? And this is why she does it. She comes on live stream, catering to Feedies, looking for more Feedies, doing requests for the Feedies. It's all for them. How can there be a conspiracy when there's proof positive right there in front of you? Like you guys saw, I was fair. It was a big portion of her beginning chat that I covered. No super chats. She was talking. But the moment she starts talking about food and eating food, suddenly there are the Feedy guys tossing the money at her. That gets her all excited, going straight to the kitchen to go get cake and ice cream like it's her birthday. That's when the money starts coming in.
Ron, sorry, those were for the feeder conspiracy nuts. I figure you were up to something. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, now they're going to say you're a feeder, Ron. Thank you so much.
He is. He absolutely is. He is. He's an enabler.
By the way, I appreciate it, though. I'm probably going to buy food with it. I'm not going to lie. I'm just joking.
She's not joking. She's not joking. She comes online and the money she makes from YouTube, it goes for her habits. It goes for her addictions, specifically food. Her addiction is food. She comes online looking for the enablers and supporters of said addiction. And they fund the whole thing. They pay for it. They pay for her fix. So she can do her fix for their enjoyment.
Yeah, he sent a lot of money. And it's US. So it's more for me because it's Canadian. So it ended up being like $600. Which I appreciate. Thank you. I'm like, what's the catch?
You know what the catch is. Look at that duper's delight smile on her face. Chantal pays attention to her analytics, to her numbers, to what gets her attention, to what makes her money. That's why she made so much money back in the day during Crackhead Olympics. She knew it was because of the drama and the controversy and ticking people off. I remember back in the day, Chantal, when you had over 1,000 people plus in your room, no matter what time you decided to stream. And you would get super chats aplenty. You would make hundreds of dollars a night. You don't get that anymore. You're only getting that money when your two feedies show up. But other than that, your super chat amounts go down. So, of course, you're going to cater to these big money whales. You're going to give them what they want to see to make sure they come back and spend it on you and not somebody else.
Yeah, the Matilda cake. Oh, yeah, I got to sweeten my strawberries.
No, you don't.
I usually put sugar, but...
No, you don't.
Anyways, I have this little container. Pathetic. London Dairy. Is this from Britain?
So didn't she do a poll saying, do you want ice cream or cake? And she's going to put them both together. Of course she is. Because the two whales in the room.
Come on. Ron is super nice, yeah. Hey, Ron, want to be my friend?
Alex says, I'm going to say this one more time because it's truly alarming. You are so out of breath from 5 steps to the kitchen. Put the cake back. Nope, she's not. She's not going to put it back. Money always wins with Chantal. You got Feedies in the room, and they're funding her addictions or funding her lifestyle. They have the say so.
BBJ. It'd be too skinny. I see you, BBJ. I'm going to say this one more time because it's true. You are so out of breath. It's not. Put the cake back. It's not. It's because I'm fat, but not just that, okay? I have asthma and I smoke shisha sometimes. Just don't ever look to me as a role model because your life will be a mess. Okay, thank you. Ice cream on the cake. Yeah.
You know how she does that thing where she's always got to show off the food? She's got to show the feedies what she's eating. That's a feedie thing too. The feedies want to see what you're eating. They want a clear view shot of it. Even before you get started, they want to see the food and how much is in the bowl or how much is in the plate. That's why she does that all the time.
Let's try a huge bite of this. It's my dessert, homemade. How am I going to get this all in my mouth?
And that's for Anime Sucks. Stupid idiot. You're so gross, Chantal. Take this offline.
No.
She's doing this for Anime Sucks. Look, I took a really big bite. Where's my $100 at?
BBJ.
Alex says, it's just sad. And to see these people chucking money at this is depressing. Well, it is what it is. This is what she does online. This is her YouTube channel, Alex. You haven't figured that out yet? You will in time.
I see your comments. Hi, Samantha.
Jack says, we are all struggling with our own battles. People attack you because you live stream your truth. No, she's not. She's not coming online and being truthful. It would be a breath of fresh air if she was truthful. But truth is something that Chantal has never given us and will never give us because she's too busy trying to broadcast lies and have people believe them all. Like the whole lie about how happy she is and that she has a loving husband and he supports her and there's no problem. That is a great big old lie. And as far as people attacking her, having an opposing opinion is not attacking. It's just having an opposing opinion. And people who watch this stuff, like myself, seeing someone get online, I don't care who it is, if it's Chantal or somebody else, anyone else out there who might have an addiction of one sort or another, if they're getting on YouTube and they're monetizing their addiction and they're hurting themselves, I would say anybody doing that is wrong. I'm not just singling her out. She is an addict, an active addict, engaging her addiction in full view of the public. She's giving her addiction a job versus putting it in recovery and broadcasting it out to everybody else. She wants everyone to not only watch her get high, but help her get high. Her addiction to food is so out of control. She cannot fulfill the addiction all herself. She needs help. She has Feedies in the chat that help her with her addiction. They enable it. They give her money for it. If Chantal were off YouTube and YouTube was no longer a thing with her, if she had to get a regular job with a regular paycheck, there's no way that she'd be able to eat the amount of food that she eats because of her Feedies. She spends $4,000, $5,000 a month on food. Easily, maybe more. She had to get a regular job. She couldn't do that any longer. Being on YouTube gives her room and freedom to pursue all of her addictions, obsessions, and obsessive behaviors. Every single one of them. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people on YouTube willing to help with her getting unhealthy and staying unhealthy that will offer the toxic encouragement.
I tell you. Need some chocolate, Nicole? We're all struggling with our own battles. People attack you because you live stream the truth. Yeah.
Alex says she's like, yes, let me shove this in my mouth and make them mad while also ruining my health. Sad. Yeah, it's very sad. Very, very sad. And she thinks that by eating this food, she's making us mad. That we're going to go into a rage about this. When the person she's punishing the most is herself. Like all the calories she's eating, it doesn't affect me. I'm not gaining weight. I don't have out of control diabetes. I don't have to take insulin. I don't have an enlarged heart. I don't have a heart murmur or a fatty liver or any of the problems that she has collected due to her out of control eating. Like she did all these things to herself. This is not a case of I'm taking care of my health and these problems just showed up for no random reason. No, a lot of them were brought on by her out of control eating and selling off bits of her health to the highest bidders, like anime sucks. But my question to you is, Chantal, what are you going to do when you've got nothing left to sell? When you've got zero health to sell? What are you going to do? What will you sell then when there's nothing left? Absolutely nothing left. What will you do? Because you don't have much health left to sell. And the disturbing thing is watching these feedies. They're all buying off what's left. But you're going to get to a point where you've got nothing.
Why do people's legs fall off if they have diabetes? I don't understand that. Like, what happens?
I know I've said this before, so forgive me if I'm saying it again, y'all. Chantal's case is a bit scary because for most of us, if we had a health scare, even a minor one, it would scare us to make changes. I don't think it would change her. I don't think if she had like a minor or major health scare that it would change her. That if she had, let's just say, a mild stroke and she lived through it, it would not be a wake up call to her at all. It might change her for about a week, I would say. But then the Feedies would start coming at her, start, offering up the money. Maybe they might get excited because she's had a health scare due to her bad health, and she would go right back to what she was doing. If she lost a toe or a finger or a leg to diabetes, that would just be content for her channel. Everything is content for her. She lives her life vicariously through the internet and her internet personality, Foodie Beauty. She doesn't care what that internet life does to her real life. As long as she's got content, as long as she's got an angle, an arc for her YouTube channel, just something to sell. There's never going to be a jarring wake up moment where she says to herself, I've gone too far and I've done too much and I got to back off. It's not going to happen. As long as she's got the feedies around her giving her money, as long as she's got her YouTube channel and the beezers that are talking about food and encouraging her to eat, she's going to stay on the path that she's on.
Sara Lee is not homemade. I put the...
Like anybody who's ever been an addict that was on the path to recovery, one of the things that you have to do, you got to change everything. It's got to be a lifestyle change. You got to stop going to places that are unhealthy for you. You got to stop being around people that are unhealthy for you that might tempt you to go back to those bad habits. You got to change everything. Chantal would not be able to stay away from the things that are comfortable and familiar, even if they do hurt her.
Ingredients in the bowl. My impersonations killed you. Oh, nervous system damage? That's true. Oh, poor circulation. That's scary.
You know, Chantal, I had a grandfather. I love my grandfather very much. He passed quite a long time ago. And he had an accident at a construction site, which led to his foot, having circulation issues. And he had to have it cut off because of that. It changed him. He went from being a very active man. He loved being active to not being active as much. And it changed his personality. Whatever thoughts you might have in your head about ceiling and, oh, it's the life for me and I could just lay around and everybody around me will do everything for me and it's going to be such a breeze and it's going to be so happy. No, it's not. I'm sure there are lots of people that are bedbound. They would give anything to not be bedbound, to be able to get up and walk and do things. And you are literally giving up your mobility and your health for food, for a bunch of strangers on the internet throwing you money. Are you stupid? Yeah, you're stupid.
Hi, Jacinta. Anyways, I don't feel like talking about diabetes while I'm eating cake. Is there sugar in this one? It doesn't taste very sweet. I swear.
She's sitting there eating that cake and that ice cream, waiting for uh, Anime Sucks to throw her more money. She's like, I'm doing this for you. Where's the money?
Leg sores. The baby's crying. Yikes. Hey, Strange. Really unknown? Yikes. I'm having pound cake. Is it better than Lulu? Yeah. Much better. And you just accept that you're just always going to be a mediocre piece of crap. No, I'm just joking.
Hold on a second. So more from Anime Sucks and Life with Ron because she's eating.
Life with Ron. It's okay, anime. Love you. I mean it. LOL. I do mukbangs too if interested. Yes. I love your mukbang.
You know what I find the most wild about the Feedies? The guys who pay women like Chantal to eat all kinds of food. They would never do to their own bodies what they're asking somebody else to do to their body. Like they're not going to sit down and eat 7 to 9,000 calories a day and accumulate a whole bunch of health problems and lose their mobility, have problems with their breathing, be taking max doses of diabetic medications and insulin. No, they're not going to go through all that. But they're going to ask somebody else to go through all that for the sake of a fetish. That's what makes it disgusting to me. If you're into the feedy fetish, why not do it to yourself? Why ask another person to do it? Just do it yourself. You take on the health problems. You take on the immobility. You take on all of that. But no, pay somebody else to do it.
Mukbangs, Ron. Thank you, Ron.
It's like, I'll stay healthy and I'll just throw you money to be unhealthy so I can get my rocks off.
Oh my goodness. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Anime. They're throwing money at me. Jacinta! Oh, Jacinta, you gifted a member?
Alex says, get that paycheck, girl. You may not have many more. Well, like I said, what is she going to do when she's got no health left to sell? When the vault is empty and there's nothing in there that she can grab out and put a price tag on and put on the shelf and say, here, buy it. When the vault is empty and there's nothing left.
Barbara? Thank you, Jacinta. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joe Wrestling. Oh, Barbara got one. Yes. Thank you. Ready, set, bees. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm rich. Totally. I'm definitely buying 2 seats on my next visa run. I'm just joking.
Girl, you haven't made $1,200 yet. Each airplane seat costs you $600. You would need $1,200 to buy 2 seats. I know, I looked into it. They haven't sent you $1,200 today. No, they did not. And you got to stop and think that YouTube takes 30% of what YouTubers make. So whatever money she gets from YouTube, 30% right off the top. Plus, she's a Canadian, which means she's got to pay taxes on that money. So there's that.
Bork, bork. Bork, bork. Most amount of money from a live?
The sham.
Probably Anime Sucks.
Nope. S Jam.
Or I think S Jam. He gave me like almost $1,000.
No. He gave you more than that. He will give you like 1,000, sometimes even 2,000 in a live stream, depending on how drunk he was. But he gave you quite a bit. Quite a bit. There were more than a few nights where he gave Chantal $1,000. And he kept giving her money like that until he ran out.
But I'd say Anime Sucks was close second. And Pure Bees. Pure Bees probably they gave me so much money, like it really boosted like revenue, I'm telling you. So I appreciate that wherever you are. Now you can get a Hermes bag. A Temu Hermes bag. Even if I had $23,000 for a Kelly, I would not buy one. I would go into Hermes. I would make them think I want to buy a bag, and then I would go, psych! Do you think YouTube has skewed the way you view hard work? Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Of course. Definitely. But pineapple content creation, if done properly, is hard work. It is. It is.
Yeah, hats off to all the reaction channels and the clip channels and the channels that make compilation videos or documentaries, because let me tell you, those take work. Yes, they do. Putting together a documentary type video, just laying everything out in a timeline and adding the sound and the music and the little edited clips in, that could sometimes take days, sometimes even weeks to put together to get it perfect, to where everything looks the way it's supposed to, sounds the way it's supposed to where everything is cohesive and just flows together. It takes a long time. It really does. Hats off to all the channels on YouTube that they put in the work. Depending on what they do, some are more work than others. But those who have channels and care about their content, for them, it's all about quality versus quantity. Better to have one awesome video that is just amazing than 10 trash lives or 10 trash whatever videos like the content she puts out. Reaction channels work harder on her content than she does, by far.
Like, if you're a really talented content creator, it's hard work making content. I'm not saying I'm that kind of person, but
No. And you wonder why your views suck. You wonder why the number on the front of your page never goes up. You wonder why the reaction channels have more engagement than you. You wonder why their numbers go up, because they try and because they do. Because they interact with their audience. And that's why they're growing. And you put in the work, you get reward. No work, no reward, nothing.
No, SP. $25K. How many Texas plates? Oh my god. I'd have to go to every McDonald's in the world. Chantal, try stuff? Oh, I thought you meant try different foods. Who would?
And that's the sad part about her channel. Like I said before, if Chantal wanted to turn things around, like get away from the food, like she could go to therapy for her food issue. She's got many issues and many addictions, but one thing at a time. That could be an arc that would last for years. Like the road back up, the redemption arc. She'll always be an evil, low-life parasite for what she did to her animals. What she does to herself is one thing. What she does to other living things, especially animals, there's no forgiving that. Sorry. You're a scumbag for that all and now and forever, Chantal. But from the addict perspective, like, I want to get healthy. I want to get away from this. You are in the unique position where if you want to get away from it, you could make money at the same time. It would attract a whole different crowd, a healthier crowd that would be behind you getting healthy. You would still get the views. You would still make a little bit of money. If you cut off Salah, stop supporting him, that'd be more money in pocket. I mean, you could really do it if you wanted to, because it would take a lot to repair some of the damage that you've done to your body. Losing weight, losing enough weight to where you'd have to have skin removal surgery. That would be, content talking about that. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do, but you're not interested in that. You are interested in broadcasting your slow decline. You're making that into your content. And you seem almost proud of your lack of health. You're taking this attitude of, I'm proud to be over 500 pounds. I'm proud to have really heavy breathing. I'm proud to have limited mobility. I worked hard to destroy myself to a point where I'm catering to a certain crowd. It took a lot to get here, so I'm going to stick with it rather than go the other way.
And open the door for me. Can you take us out to breakfast tomorrow? Maybe, yeah, Barbara. What would you like to have? You guys can look up breakfast, please. Sorry. I forgot to mute. You also have to deal with people analyzing. Yeah, your every move. So, yeah. And I would say, yeah, you have to deal with that. I kind of miss that about dealing with having like a normal job is nobody.
You don't miss a normal job. You don't miss it. Being on YouTube is far too easy. If you try to get a regular job right now, it would not work. Nobody would hire you. You've been on YouTube too long. You've been far too spoiled. Can you imagine Chantal doing customer service? She would be a nightmare. She wouldn't be able to be on her feet all day, dealing with people who might be unpleasant, wouldn't know how to handle high pressure situations. She quit within an hour.
Nobody really knowing who you are, but at the same time, I can't imagine nobody knowing everything, like not knowing me. Like, it's like weird. Jacinta Ogle, thank you, VIP Beezer. Thank you so much, Jacinta. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you guys. I love having my own little bunch of Beezers.
Yeah, of course. You like having your own little, addiction support group, which is exactly what this is. I mean, there are people in the chat. I see a few names of people that are not happy with you eating, Chantal. But the sad thing is there's too few of them. And there's a whole lot more people that are talking about food and supporting you eating food and mentioning food to you and throwing your super chats. There's a greater margin of those than those who are not into the food and want you to stop. And because the smaller majority is so small, you can easily drown them out and ignore them.
Why justice for his jeans? What? BBJ? Sorry, guys. All right, we're good.
By the way, guys, we're not covering all of this live. There's a section of it where Salah comes in and starts playing Crazy Frog. I am not here for that. We'll skip that part.
The L for pounds? Where? I just had dinner. Buy a Hermes bag. I hate being recognized in Canada. I don't mind people like coming up to me and saying like, hey, can I have a picture with you? I like you and stuff. But people like taking pictures of you when you're not like suspecting it. It's kind of weird a bit. And people going to stores and like, did this person shop here? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Did I ever thought I would have 100K subs? No.
Girl, you bought your way there. We all know the story.
I never thought I would get anyone to watch me. Seriously. I was like so surprised. But I think the best thing I did was jump on a niche. And I didn't even realize.
Wrong. The worst thing you ever did was jump on a niche. You came to YouTube and you don't have any artistic talents. You wanted to be somebody on YouTube. Like, you were thirsty for attention. You wanted to be somebody no matter what it took, no matter where it happened. You were looking to be somebody. So you were looking for, where can I belong on YouTube? Then you saw the mukbang trend and you hopped on the back of it. And now you're saying that was the best thing you ever did. I'm sure your vital organs would disagree. I'm sure if they had a voice, they would say, that was the worst decision you ever made, because we've been suffering ever since, lady. You've been working us out, lady. You're not giving us a break. I'm sure your stomach, if you could see it on the inside, be flipping you the middle finger right about now, because it's been working hard for the last 8 years and you won't let it relax. That was not the best decision you ever made. That was the worst. Taking your food addiction and giving it a job, putting it on the clock, using it to get attention and money for yourself. Worst decision ever.
How popular mukbang was when I did it. It's just something I'm like, food. And it was like videos I became obsessed with watching. And I was like, I want to do that.
So you picked a trend where you could further obsess about food and further your addiction to food. And that was a good decision.
Because at the time, like, mukbangs were just becoming like super popular in North America. And I wasn't even one of the bigger ones. But what happened? Wait. Have I ever tried to find a job besides YouTube? Not. Hey, Moldy Baloney. Not since being a YouTuber. Are you and Sala doing anything special? We should, eh, ECP?
This person, Susie Homemaker, they make me laugh. She says, then girl world got attached to you and you haven't been able to shake them. You know what, Susie? Sit down. Have a seat. Have several seats. Take all the seats you want. Chantal should be thanking the reaction channels. Every single one of them, even the ones she hates. Had there not been a girl world reacting to her, her face, her name would not have been spread all over YouTube the way it has been. Even bad publicity is good publicity, as they say. Yeah, we talk about her. Been talking about her for a while. And once upon a time, she was mostly okay with that because she understood how it worked. You know, like, hey, they're going to talk about me, but that's just good for me. She didn't mind. When the money was good, she did not mind. She did not complain. She left the reaction channels alone. She's griping and complaining now because her money is going down, but that's not because of us. That's because of her. Because she's boring. Has nothing to do with us. We're only doing what we've always done in the way that we do it. It's her that decided to change the content into boring non-content. And she's got to deal with the consequences. But she has us to thank for making her content interesting to watch, because she's not doing it on her own. Not even trying anymore.
The Cocoa Room?
Like, I remember back during Crackhead Olympics when she would do massively large amounts of edibles and she would zone out on camera not even talking. Be ready to nod all the way out. And this would go on for days. Like, she can hate girl world, but we put her, basically, we were her life support. We were. No thank yous for that, though.
Oh, in pounds, yeah. Thank you, Jacinta. Oh, hi, Layla. Yeah, it's true, Bork. Like, then Gorwell got attached to you and you haven't been able to shake them off. Yeah, like sticky boogers, you know?
And yet she does things, even to this day, because she wants us to react to her. Nobody can tell me that she doesn't deliberately say or do things to get the reactors to talk about her. Like just the other day when she did the impressions. Who was she doing impressions of? Garlic bread, FFG. She talked about Pulpy, like a few others. I mean, she was basically poking at the reaction channel. She wanted them to say something about her. And she does it all the time. She'll bring up different reaction channels because she's poking. Oh, she also talked about Yaba. She talks about different channels. She's poking at those channels to talk about her. So there's this weird thing with Chantal. I hate them, but I want them to talk about me. So I'll deliberately poke at the reaction channels, or I'll do something outrageous or say something outrageous to give them something to talk about so they don't stop talking about me. I remember back when there was a whole blackout thing. She did something that really ticked everybody off, and there was a blackout. There was a talk of a blackout, and she flipped her lid. She's like, who do they think they are doing a blackout? They can't stop reacting to me. Not quite the reaction you expect from somebody who says all the time, I wish they would stop talking about me. She had the opposite reaction. Why? Because all of this hate for the reaction channels and, oh, I wish they would stop reacting to me and they're such vultures and they're taking my money. It's all bull crap. It is all bull crap. She panics if she sees the reaction channels talking about other people because she wants a spotlight on her, because she knows the moment we all stop talking about her, it's over. She won't get as many views. She won't make as much money. It's a done deal. It is a done deal.
I first discovered Foodie Beauty eating Five Guys outside the gym. I remember that. I got the veggie burger.
And see, here's proof positive right here. Belle says, I can't lie. I found Foodie through Karina Kaboom. So if Karina Kaboom wasn't around and hadn't talked about Foodie, one of your beezers wouldn't have been able to find you. So again, say thank you to the reaction channel, Chantal.
The noodle one where I choked. I don't know how people do that. You ever see people, they just take the chopsticks, they take like a pound of noodles and they go and then they Aww. Somebody's hamster died? Sorry about that, Layla. I know what that's like. Even Harry's cage, it's empty, but it's still in there. And every time I go in there, I go, hi, Howie. My first mukbang was when you were going through like a vegan arc, but you were obsessed with these vegan wraps and gave half to BB, and he was like, meh. Oh, I think it was the fried buffalo cauliflower. You were giving that homeless man a McChicken? The one that everyone called me out for? 6. What? Aw. I shot it in the garbage. Strawberries, his Princess Peach. I have his corn. We're going to give the cage away, everything. I have the shavings. I'm going to clean it very well.
No, you're not. You're going to take that cage and everything and just throw it in the garbage. You're not going to give it to anybody else.
Pee corner. How do I get that out of there? It's like this
They'll throw it in the garbage.
plastic is corroded because he always peed in one spot. Catherine. We had 2 hamsters. Neither lived more than 6 months. Aw, you found them in their tube. Thank you.
More super chats. Life with Ron's going to just go out and send a big super chat ahead of time.
Wow, I can't believe it. Oh, jeez. Boogie Underground. Hi.
How much y'all want to bet that before she came live, she personally talked to Life with Ron and Anime Sucks, and that's why they're both in the room at the same time, giving the money, and that's why she titled the live Dinner and Dessert. How much y'all want to bet on that?
My queen bees are fellow beezaroonies. I'm driving, but you are my radio. Thank you, Boogie. Thank you. Ron and Boogie, yes, hearts in the chat for everybody who donated. Yes, thank you, Ron. Anime. Jacinta. Taba. Boogie. Someone else. Wasn't there? Do I miss Connor's? Yeah, the pot pie and mashed potatoes and gravy. After eating a wheelchair was yes. Now you have to split the money with me. Ron is a W. Definitely, yes. Thank you. You guys are awesome, seriously. Thanks, guys. Okay, now I'm full. That was filling that cake. My husband was making fun of me watching you, and now I'm really upset. Well, what does your husband watch that we can make fun of?
So this person, Taiba, says, I found you through French Fry Girl, but now I'm here. I'm in the camp of you taking more control of your health, though. That'll never happen. That will never happen. All of you new beezers, you're going to learn.
I found you through the Fry lady, but now I'm here. I'm in the camp of you taking more control of your health, though. Yeah. Thank you.
Not going to happen.
Taba. I appreciate it. I think Anime did his part. Remember the other day he donated like so much money. You're so funny sometimes. Thanks, Grange. The haters will say you should have refused your super chats. Do they refuse theirs? Yeah, they can friggin' kiss my grits.
Yeah, knowing Chantal, she's probably thinking, where's your super chats? Haters, reaction channels, where's your super chats? Where's your $100 super chats? I would never sell off my health for money, first of all. Wouldn't even think of it. I value my health. I'm not going to sell off scraps of my health to Feedy people. Nope, not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. You can make that decision for you, but I'll make my decision for me. I like having my mobility. I like having a healthy heart and lungs and kidneys and everything else. Thanks. I am not in a rush to be bedbound. I like walking across the parking lot without panting and huffing and puffing. I like having those things.
A life in Vegas. Hi, Chantal. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you. That's like, let's say a celebrity has something they have memberships for. Like, are you supposed to just, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? It's supporters. Come here, baby. Oh. Okay. Don't panic. Just.
I have to get past that part. The way she picks up Julia makes me mad.
He has like where we used to live there, we had neighbors, and they moved out into a nicer place, and they invited us to see it finally. Hi, Harry. Just because somebody is donating money to me is crazy.
You know, I have to wonder if the big money whale tippers, they get in the room, of course, paying her to do her food habit. but also they're tipping as a way to kind of trigger people in the chat to give super chats to. It's like they're poking at the beezers, like, hey, we're giving money. Why aren't you?
I did a few times strawberries, but not lately. But I should hit her up. I did pizza rolls and popcorn shrimp. Yum. Disorders, that those negative feelings, but you're right. I miss carbs. Oh, you don't eat carbs, eh? You gotta eat, yeah. The only one who paid Chantel to eat is Breezy. Yeah, exactly. That is true.
So Pineapple says, we've tipped the bar and now get paid for eating instead of feeling shameful enough to change. Scrange, a VIB, says, Pineapple, it's a job. Why do you need to apply morality to everything she does? Addiction should never be turned into a job. You should never make money with your addiction. Period. Full stop. You shouldn't take an addiction you have and turn that into a way to make money and mess up your health, screw up your health, take away your health. That's what she's chosen to do. That's what she chooses to do.
What a strange, pathetic woman. Well, she did it for her content. See, I told you she's a feeder. She's a feedy. Like what? You proved nothing, but okay. Like not everybody who likes to watch mukbangs is a feeder. You know what I mean? I like to
Yeah, but you kidders are the ones who do pay you to do them, don't you?
watch mukbangs. Some of them. I'm not a feeder, I can tell you that.
No, you're a feedy. You're the one being fed. The feedy, I have to say it like that. I know the ER, it belongs at the end, are the ones who have the fetish and then they pay someone like you to fulfill the fetish, whether it's online, in front of people, or offline, away from people. You are the one being fed. And why do I have a feeling, Chantal, that you've gone further? That you've done videos where you do the funnel feeding. And for those who don't know what that is, it is what it says it is. When somebody who is a feedee, like Chantal, you basically have food all pureed up and you get fed through a funnel. It's exactly what it sounds like. I bet she's done that kind of content because the feedee people love that too. Absolutely. So into that. I bet you've done that, Chantal. I bet you've done a lot of things you can't talk about on YouTube or do on YouTube.
Oh, bread talk, Tammy. I went to a bread talk in Thailand. I don't know if you guys remember that. But yeah, I can check it out here. It is so dumb.
And Susie Homemaker, you're wrong again. You said the only person who has paid Chantal to eat is Breezy. Wrong. Wrong. And feel free to go back through her older content and see for yourself, where she talked about the Lakma fairy, the guy that brought her a whole box of Lakmas. Feel free to look into her eating paneer for an entire month. Feel free to look into the content where she passed out her address in Canada so the feedies could send her food and also buy her clothes and send them to her. They've been around for a long time. I think she has like a revolving client list of people who come and go. You know, and it's changing all the time. So some people stick around for a little bit, some for a little bit longer. But she's always on the lookout for more.
YouTube lover. So it's juvenile. And beach cat bees. Maybe tomorrow we'll go out. A tip is a tip, yeah. I just have really awesome supporters.
Enablers.
Which I appreciate.
Call them for what they are. Enablers. Funders. You turn YouTube into your own personal feeding addiction GoFundMe. Contribute to the cause of me being unhealthy and ruining my health. And for your fundage, for your contributions and donations, you can watch me get unhealthy. You can watch me gain weight. You can watch me have my fix in front of a camera. I will let you personally witness my decline. Because that's what you're here for, right?
Appreciate very much. Just try to understand.
Oh, we're getting past the singing. I'm not doing the singing today. YouTube lover says at Susie, they're the first to label it Feedy content and the first to upload it and profit off of it. F hypocrites, F thieves. No, that's not true, YouTube lover. That statement is completely untrue. Because how can we first upload the content if we have to wait until she uploads? So she uploads it first. So there's that. Profit off of it? We're not getting $100 super chats for what she does. And we're just reacting to what she does. She's the one pimping out her own health.
Thanks, Angela.
And it is Feedy content. If you guys can't see that over there, you're blind. You're willfully blind. It's obvious what's going on here. Sometimes when you like a person, you really, really like their personality, you will ignore the addiction. You will ignore what a problem it is, how harmful it is, because you like the person. You will see what you want to see. And you'll put out of your mind that the person in front of you is engaging in harmful things. You don't want to think about that part because you want to like the person and be around the person. So all of you over here that are giving her money, you're saying it's not Feedy content. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. She's catering to the Feedy people, the regular Feedy people. She's catering to the gainers, which their deal is they like to see the person gain weight and they will pay for the person to gain more weight. She is catering to the immobilizers, the ones that get off on not just somebody being big, but having trouble doing the simplest of things, like putting on their clothes or walking up a set of stairs or the heavy breathing. Like, she caters to all of them. She has fully researched the Feedy fetish and every angle and every subfolder connected to it, including the adult baby fetish. Why do you think she acts like a baby on camera? Why do you think she waves her arms in the air like a baby? Or when she does her mukbangs, it looks like she's in a high chair. Why do you think there's the baby talk? Why do you think she talks about stories from her childhood? Why do you think she calls Salah Dada? She's a 41-year-old woman. This baby talk did not exist until Salah. Why do you think she whines like a baby on camera? None of this was present before when she was in Canada. She's including many different fetishes in with her content. Anything connected or joined up with the Feedy fetish that she can include in, she does. Because she's looking for the fetish people in her audience because some of them pay very well. And it's exactly what she's going for.
YouTube lover. Very true. It's a law frog. Damn, damn, damn. Axel F. I have Lulu pineapple. I have Lulu in my freezer, and the good kind, not the fantastic. Arabian crazy frog.
Uh-oh, he's about to do crazy frog. We're going to be out when that happens.
What a crazy frog call. haven't sealed in a while. You want to play Thumb Wars, babe? Chantal, you'll get there for sure. Took me a while to get into the groove. It's hard changing everything. True. The key. Yeah. You could still.
Okay, you know what? We're out because she's laying down. He's gonna be playing that stupid keyboard. No, I'm done. We'll cut it off here. We're done. No crazy frog today. You guys don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We're done. So that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react. I'm going to go ahead and post this to YouTube. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.